2 eyes. Hi guys, this is Mike and this will be a shootout between a couple of different micro or mini shotgun microphones. And the reason why I'm interested in them is because I was outside a couple of days ago with my dog. I took my camera with me and basically I wanted to film her while she's playing around, you know, messing around. And when I came home, I checked the footage. The footage looked great, but the sound was terrible. There were basically two main sound sources that you could hear, and one was the heavy breathing of me behind the camera, which sounded like a villain from a slasher movie. And the other sound source was, well, listen for yourself. Yeah, so the wind is a tiny little bit overpowering, right? And I thought, hey, that's a shame. First of all, I can throw away the footage of my dog. And second of all, I want to be able to film outside with my camera, basically. And so I researched, and there are a lot of, solutions for sound that you can buy for your camera. One thing that was very important for me personally, I didn't want to mess with batteries or other power sources. I wanted to keep this as simple as possible. So all the microphones that I was interested in are plug-in powered, meaning that you can plug them in directly to your camera and the camera feeds them the little bit of electricity that they need to work. So I ordered 6 different microphones, and you know what, let's look at them for the first time and let's listen to them for the first time. Before we start, just for comparison reasons, here's the built-in microphones of my Panasonic GH5S. I say microphones because I think the sound is in stereo. Let's check that quickly. Do you hear left and right snipping? Yeah, I think this is the only good part of that sound, if it's in stereo, because the other microphones are in mono. But anyways, this is the built-in microphones in the Panasonic GH5S. Now let's start with the first external mic. Okay, so let's actually start with what I consider to be the OG, the Rode VideoMicro. I think this is the original, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that this design was invented by Rode with the, red suspension, the small microphone and all that stuff. And all the other companies, these are just knockoffs basically, I think. This is one of the most or more expensive microphones in this shootout. All the other small microphones are cheaper. The only more expensive one is the Rode VideoMic Go. Anyways, it doesn't come with a lot. It has the Ricody Lyre suspension mount. It has a windshield, a dead cat basically. It has one cable to connect it to your camera, and that's basically it. So all the other companies have like goodies and extras, but Rode decided to keep this very simple. I hope the quality speaks of itself. Anyway, so this is the Rode VideoMicro. The second microphone is the Boya or Boya BY-MM1, I guess it's called. It says universal cardioid microphone. Looks very much like the Rode VideoMicro. I can tell by setting this up that the suspension doesn't feel as high quality as on the Rode VideoMicro, but I guess that was to be expected. It comes with the same things as the Rode VideoMic Micro. It has a furry windshield, it's plug and play. It has one TRS cable that I'm using right now for the camera, and it also adds a TRRS cable for your smartphone. So if you want to, I guess you can connect this thing to your smartphone and record. I'm not sure if the VideoMicro can do that as well. They don't deliver, they don't have a TRRS cable in the package, in the box, but maybe you can buy that. Yeah, so this is the Boya BY-MM1. Okay, the third microphone is the Movo VXR10. Says again, universal cardioid microphone. Looks just like the other two. And yeah, they stepped up their game with this one. They didn't put just one suspension, but 2 suspensions into the box. That's the good part. The bad part is this thing just feels terrible. Just like a rigid piece of plastic. There's no movement, no suspension at all. This is, I guess, a case of you get what you pay for. This just looks like something that you could print yourself if you had a 3D printer. But I guess it's a good thing they put 2 of them in the box. And what you also get, besides these two parts and the furry windscreen and the two cables, the TRS and the TRRS cable, is this beautiful handmade Italian leather bag. No, just kidding, it's a fake leather bag, but better than nothing, I guess. So this was the Movo VXR10. Okay, the next microphone is one that I actually pray to God that it sounds good. It's the Pixel Enterprise Limited M80 microphone. And I'm hoping it sounds good because it comes with a lot of extras. So first of all, you get this great hard case. That is a nice thing to have. Then it comes with a normal like windscreen. It comes with the dead cat. It comes not with one, but with two suspensions. And these suspensions are actually worth their name because they do suspend. It's soft rubber or soft plastic. Feels very good, two of them. It comes with the standard two TRS cables, and it comes with an extension cable, a TRS extension cable in case you want to experiment, I guess, I don't know. And yeah, okay, that's it. Manual here, guarantee card. But a lot of extras for that price. I'm not sure how much it costs, but it was less than the Rode VideoMicro. Hoping it sounds good. That was the Pixel Enterprise Limited M80 microphone. Okay, the next microphone is the K&F Concept CM600, which is actually, they call it a video microphone kit because it comes with a lot of extras. It has the suspension, one of them. The suspension is not that great. It's those very hard plastic parts, doesn't move at all. It comes with a stand. That's a nice thing to have, I guess, a stand for the microphone. It comes with a phone clip, so you can actually like build yourself this mount for your phone and the microphone. I guess it's cool if you want it, if you need that, but I mean the quality of the sound is paramount. I'm very curious how that sounds. And it comes with two cables, right? A TRS cable and a TRRS cable. So yeah, that's the K&F Concept CM600. Okay, the last microphone is the longest and the most expensive one. It's the Rode VideoMic Go. And I totally forgot to tell you the testing conditions in this sample. So basically I'm sitting at an arm's length away from the camera, right? I can touch the record button and all the buttons on the top from here, so the distance I guess will be like 80 centimeters. I can touch the microphones on the top, so it's like an ideal condition for like interviews, right? The distance, I mean. Also, I put all the furry shields and all the wind protectors down. Didn't install them on these microphones, wanted to have the pure sound. So we'll have two samples outside where we'll install these furry shields and wind protectors, but that's later. And there are no like enhancements engaged on the camera when it comes to the audio. This is the pure sound from these microphones. You know what? Let's make a quick comparison round with these microphones in this setting, and then let's go outside. Rode VideoMicro, Rode VideoMicro, Boya MM1, Boya MM1, Movo, 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 Pixel, 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 K&F, 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 Rode VideoMicro, Rode VideoMicro, VideoMic, VideoMic, VideoMic. Okay guys, as promised we are outside and these are the built-in microphones in my Panasonic GH5S. Okay, so this is the Boya, the windshield is on and the distance is approximately 80 to 90 centimeters. Okay, so this is the K&F Concept and I just wanted to say that I have all the enhancements turned off on the camera. So the limiter is off and the wind reduction is off as well. Okay, this is the OG, this is the Rode VideoMicro. Okay, so this is the Pixel M80, the Pixel M80. Okay, now it's time for the Movo micro shotgun microphone, the Movo. And last but not least, the Rode VideoMic Go. The sound of the Rode VideoMic Go. These are the built-in microphones in my Panasonic GH5S. Okay, so this is the Boya, this is the Rode VideoMicro. Okay, so this is the K&F Concept. Okay, so this is the Pixel M80. Now it's time for the Movo micro shotgun microphone. And last but not least, the Rode VideoMic Go. Okay, the next round of comparison will be with the wind reduction set to standard. It was turned off in the last round and the limiter turned on. It is getting quite windy, so I'm very curious how that sounds. Okay, so this is the sound of the Rode VideoMic Go with both the wind reduction and the limiter turned on. Okay, this is the sound of the Rode VideoMicro with the limiter and the wind reduction turned on. This is the sound of the K&F Concept with the limiter and the wind reduction turned on. This is the sound of the Boya with the wind reduction and the limiter turned on. This is the sound of the Movo with the limiter and the wind reduction turned on. And this will be the sound of the Pixel with the wind reduction and the limiter turned on. Okay, so this is the sound of the Rode VideoMic Go. Okay, this is the sound of the Rode VideoMicro. This is the sound of the K&F Concept. This is the sound of the Boya. This is the sound of the Movo. And this will be the sound of the Pixel. Okay, so for the last sample outside, I thought I'll do like a walking video. So here we have the Pixel M80. Last sample outside, and this is the Movo. The sound of the Movo shotgun microphone. Same thing with the Boya, same thing with the Boya. And this is the K&F Concept, the sound of the K&F Concept. This is the sound of the Rode VideoMicro in action, the sound of the Rode VideoMicro. Okay, so this will be the sound of the Rode VideoMic Go, the sound of the Rode VideoMic Go. And just for comparison, this is the sound without any external microphone, just the camera. Here we have the Pixel M80, the sound of the K&F Concept, the sound of the Rode VideoMicro. Same thing with the Boya. The sound of the Movo shotgun microphone, the sound of the Rode VideoMic Go. This is the sound without any external microphone, just the camera. Okay guys, welcome back. I hope you like the samples. As you can tell by my beard, a couple of days have passed and I went back and forth between these microphones and, well, here's my ranking. Number 6 will be the Pixel M80. The microphone that I prayed would be the best because it comes with a lot of extras is actually the worst. That's typical. But no matter the setting, no matter the sample, this microphone always seems kind of dull and unclear and simply cheap, so avoid at all costs. Number 5 is the Movo VXR10. In comparison to the Pixel, it is an upgrade, but then we have 4 other microphones and this microphone never sounds as clean or clear as these. It's an okay microphone, but nothing to write home about really. Okay, the next 4 microphones, I have to tell you, I went back and forth between these for days. And my conclusion is, these 4 microphones are all really nice and they all have got their own separate thing going on for them. I will still rank them, but bear in mind that we are now talking about very minuscule differences. Having said that, here's number 4. Okay, so number 4 is the Boya BY-MM1. The sound is not worse than that of the Rode VideoMicro. Generally speaking, I would say that the Rode VideoMicro has more highs but less warmth. It cuts the bass frequencies considerably, and this is the opposite. More warmth, less highs. I really like that the Boya is cheaper than the VideoMicro and it comes with an additional TRS cable. But on the other hand, we have this rigid suspension mount, which I don't like really. As I said, these microphones have all different things going on for them, and even yesterday maybe I would have put the Boya at position number 3 and the VideoMicro at rank number 4, but in the end I feel that the VideoMicro is the better overall package, especially if you consider things like resale value. Okay, number 3 we already talked about, the Rode VideoMicro. Good solid sound, a little bit on the trebly side, but always clean and comes with great quality of build. No extras whatsoever though, and you even have to pay for an additional TRS cable. Number 2 and number 1 are so close it's almost ridiculous. But still, I am putting the Rode VideoMic Go at rank number 2. and that is because it's the most expensive microphone in the Shootout. It comes with no extras whatsoever, and I realize that is highly subjective, I don't like it particularly on my voice. Which brings me to another topic. If you do plan to use these microphones for voice work, always try before you buy. We all have different voices, and all these microphones shape or color or form the sound in one way or another. So my recommendation is, if you do plan to use these microphones for voice work, it's good to try out a couple of microphones before you buy them. Okay, we have come to number 1, and that is the K&F Concept CM600 for a couple of reasons. In my opinion, it sounds just as good, if not even better, than the Rode VideoMic Go, while being 1/4 cheaper. It is the hottest microphone in the Shootout and the most sensitive one. And it comes with a lot of extras, which make this microphone great price value. There are 2 downsides, however. One is the sensitivity, and the other one is the suspension mount. Because it's so rigid, it's not made for walking shots, for example, because you can actually hear the footsteps on your material. And because the mic is so sensitive, this was the only time where I could hear the focus of the camera or the lens working on sample number 1. So I made a short test to see if that's because of the rigid suspension mount. Use headphones. Okay, so as you can hear for yourself, the conclusion is, if you do buy this microphone, you need another suspension mount, because the one that comes with it simply doesn't work as intended. You can hear anything. And that's basically it, guys. I did edit 2 samples in the winning order, but before we watch that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe buttons. See you next time, have a good one, bye. Okay, so this is the Pixel M80. Now it's time for the Movo micro shotgun microphone. Okay, so this is the Boya, this is the Rode VideoMicro, the Rode VideoMic Go. Okay, so this is the K&F Concept. Here we have the Pixel M80, the sound of the Movo shotgun microphone. Same thing with the Boya. The sound of the Rode VideoMicro, the sound of the Rode VideoMic Go, the sound of the K&F Concept. This is the sound without any external microphone, just the camera.